is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Busy Life Podcast. My name is Julie, and today we are talking about the importance of taking care of your health. I know when I hear that, I think, okay, when I'm taking care of my health, I'm basically going through a checkup, right? If you guys hear that squeaking noise, it is Tucker. He's joining us for our podcast today, and clearly he's got some words to say about taking care of your health. Tucker, do you take care of your health? Wow, he literally turned around. I take care of your health, right? We go for walks, we eat our food, we play. And now he's in a mood. Well, that was really rude, Tucker. But back to the important topic. Taking care of your health. What that means is not just is my blood pressure good? Am I eating my fruits and vegetables? Am I exercising? It means, what do you need to do to enable the life you want to live, right? Being physically healthy is great. It is very, very, very beneficial for so many reasons, but it's not just about your physical health. It's about your mental health, your emotional well-being, maybe even, your spirituality. What do you believe in and what is your purpose? Why are you doing the things you're doing? Connecting with your body and knowing what works and what is normal for you and what might not be normal for somebody else, but knowing that you need to be incorporating that because that is what helps you live the life you want to be living. So how can you take care of your health as a whole? When I think of health, I think of like a pie chart, and that there's different parts to the pie chart, but that they all complete it. And that's what I want us to think about today in today's episode. And I'm going to start off by giving you guys a story. I love a good story. And I'm going to tell you about these past few months. So after my wedding, I went to Jamaica. Everybody knows that's kind of a sore subject because it was not the honeymoon that I wanted it to be. I was very anxious for majority of the trip, and I got really sick, and it led to having a nasty cold for about 3 weeks. And that just sucked so much because I feel like when I think of the common cold, I think of like a week tops, right? So everyone kept saying, "Oh, ride it out, Julie. It'll get better within a week or so. Just hang in there. You'll be fine." But what made it suck even more was that I couldn't even go outside and enjoy Jamaica because it was raining basically all day, every day. It was nice really early in the morning and around dinner time, which sucked because the resort we were staying at had nothing else to do other than outdoor activities. So all of the fun boat rides were closed, and the only thing that was open was the gym. And I didn't want to go to the gym because I was sick and I didn't feel good. I mean, it was just, guys, it just wasn't it. So there goes my anxiety. There goes my mental health. It's in shambles. Here I'm sick in Jamaica, a place that I'm supposed to be totally relaxing in, and I feel like a mess. Right, Tucker? Where is he? He's looking at me like, and don't forget the most important part, you left me. I know. Didn't it suck? I was gone. But my anxiety, guys, was so high. So then I come back, I'm still sick. And now I'm going to the Minute Clinic because my regular doctor was busy. And I was like, okay, whatever. Go to the Minute Clinic. She gives me different medicine. And I'm like, all right, this should get better. She's like, but your blood pressure is pretty high. And I was like, yeah, I've been through a lot recently, lady. That was no fun. I go back another week later. She says, yeah, your blood pressure is still pretty high. This kind of sucks, blah, blah, blah. I know you're not feeling good, but take these steroids and everything should get better. Meanwhile, I just want to get better. All I've done at this point is like sleep and then unfortunately just constantly worry about, am I getting better? Am I getting better? Am I getting better? On top of that, I am allergic to dogs. Here I'm sitting in a room with the one I'm allergic to. Right? I'm offending you. I know. I'm sorry. Come here. Come hang out with us. We're talking about our health. No, you gotta sit next to me. Look, sir, the microphone's over here. Tucker, you were distracting everybody from my episode. No, I think you need to stay over here. Anyways, So I'm allergic to my dogs, and now I'm thinking about starting allergy shots. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I got to go to the allergist to do this. I have to go to a rheumatologist to do this. I mean, my mind was just so not okay. My health this summer, granted, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was just not, it wasn't the best it could have been. And that sucks because, I mean, summer is one of my favorite seasons. And I just love summer so much because I get to be outside and, I'm a teacher, so I'm not worrying about my kids. I did work summer school, but it was half day. I mean, it's just, I love summer and I could not fully enjoy it because mentally I was just not okay. Right? Are you communicating with me? Do you want to be on the podcast too? He's in the play position. We're not really playing right now. We're talking about our health. Yeah. Did you feel anxious this summer too, Tucker? Here, have your bone. No. He's like, I'm really not interested in being on your podcast, Julie. I would like to go outside. So, I mean, it was basically just time to go on a vacation. It was time to reset, even though I know I didn't want to because I was, again, getting anxiety. I was getting nervous. I was like, this has really been a hard summer already. I don't want another trip to, I don't know. I just don't want it to go badly. And I don't want to keep worrying about little things and have it distract me from being present. And it was the exact opposite of what actually happened. I went to Ocean City, not far from where we live, and it was the exact vacation that I needed. It was the best way to just totally unplug, not worry about having to, even get up my workouts in. I love working out. And to me, working out comes, I say this phrase, it's as natural as brushing my teeth, but I didn't even have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about school. I didn't have to worry about any doctor's appointments or my allergy. I mean, it was just a time to just be and to take care of my mental health, to be at the beach, to be with my parents, my sisters. I very much enjoy being around my family. I know not everyone has, the best relationships with their family, but just think about being at a place you love with the people you love, no matter who that is to you. To me, it is my family. It's my husband. It is my dogs too, but it was nice to not have to worry about, oh, we got to let him out. We got to do this. We got to do that. So that was really exactly what I needed. I needed to take care of my mental health because that piece of the pie chart was missing. And I came back totally refreshed. I'm not saying that you have to go on a vacation to fix it, but I am saying that you need to do more of what you love. Because when you notice that that piece of the pie chart is missing, it is your responsibility to bring it back. So I want to talk about some simple things you can do to improve your overall health, things that you can do every day. I want to remind you about something I created, and it'll actually take us back to our very first podcast episode. And then, of course, we got to talk about what could happen if you don't, because there's people that don't. And a lot of people in the world actually do not take care of themselves, especially in America. I mean, good Lord, America is known for its fast food and for its quick diets and quick fixes. And that's just not the way to do it. It's really not. So let's start with generally why you should be taking care of your overall health. Being physically healthy enables you to have better overall health, including not just your physical health, like we talked about, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your relationships, knowing what works for your body and what doesn't. We had Shoshana on here a while ago, and she was talking about how she learned that she has celiac disease and gluten does not work for her body. And I learned that I get too stressed when I do too many high intensity workouts. So I learned that I will retain a lot of water weight. I mean, you know what I mean? Like there's just so many things that you learn about your body, not just food wise, but lifestyle wise. I learned that when I go for a walk every day, I untap this space that I genuinely feel so safe and at peace in. And the more you take care of your body, the more you learn about your body, actually. So here's 8 things. 8 things. I wrote 7, but it's 8. Here's 8 things you can do to start improving your health. You know I'm going to say this, but I need you to be eating a balanced diet. You will get nowhere if you do not incorporate fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, complex carbs, and some simple carbs, healthy fats, seeds, legumes, all those things. If you are not having a balanced diet, you will not improve your overall health. You cannot go to the gym and have, this workout where you're lifting the heaviest weights and you're there for the longest and whatever you think is the best workout or what makes it the best workout. You cannot have that if you then go home and eat a bag of potato chips, a big, 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 big bowl of processed mac and cheese, and then you go to McDonald's, and then for breakfast, you're having a processed breakfast food sandwich. It's not going to happen, guys. I need you to have a balanced diet. And listen to me when I say the word balanced. I'm not saying only fruits and vegetables and only lean proteins and only healthy fats and only complex carbs. I'm saying balanced, which means you're going to have maybe a smoothie for breakfast, and then maybe you're going to go and have a salad for lunch. But then, yeah, maybe you're going to go treat yourself to a burger and fries and a milkshake for dinner and dessert. It's balance, finding the joy in life, but also fueling your body, because that is the gasoline that your body needs to function. It is simple science, guys. If you put in the work, you will get a reward. Maybe not right away, which is why a lot of people don't like to eat healthy, because they think it doesn't taste as good, or they think it's just too expensive and not convenient. And I mean, some of those things, I get it. Ryan and I were just talking about the other day how ground turkey just does not taste the same as ground beef. I get that. But you know what? Super fatty ground beef doesn't really make me feel good. So I cannot be having that all the time. It's about balance with life, with that pie chart, and with your food. Another thing you can do is keep up with your doctor's appointments. Guys, we need doctors for a reason, just like we need teachers, just like we need carpenters, just like we need engineers, just like we need construction workers, just like we need every job out there. Like we need personal trainers, we need nutrition coaches, we need all of it. We need doctors too. And you need to be going to the doctor. You need to get your physicals. You need to get your teeth cleaned. You need to do the things you need to do because you're supposed to do them. Okay. I know a lot of people, I bring this one up because I know a lot of people don't like to go because they don't want to hear what they have to say. I know they don't want to hear, hey, you need to lose weight. And this is what the doctors would say, or hey, we got to get you exercising, or we got to lower your blood pressure, or we got to lower your cholesterol. That's why y'all don't like to go. And I know it. I've been there. I was overweight for a while in my life. And even actually, you know what? Recently, I went and she was like, you're a little more overweight than you were the last time. And I was like, well, yeah, the last time I was basically starving myself. So I would hope I'm a little more overweight than that because this is my happy place. So don't be afraid to go. And you got to hear it, right? I mean, don't you want to know now if there is actually something wrong so that you can get better than when it's too late? I know doctors can be scary. I 1000% have white coat syndrome. I walk into the doctor's office and my blood pressure is like, I don't know, like 150 over like 110. And then I leave and it's 120 over 80. So I get it, but you got to go. You got to keep up with your annual doctor's appointments, all of them, whichever ones you need. Your regular physical, OBGYN for my ladies. My goodness, I had a friend who told me she had never been to the OBGYN and my jaw dropped. Take care of your body, guys. Go to the doctors, have them do all the things and check you out because sometimes things happen and they can be cured and fixed, but you'll never know if you don't go to the doctor. And your overall health will suffer if you don't take care of these things. Another one, don't use tobacco, or excessive alcohol and drugs. I think that one's pretty straightforward, but those obviously don't lead to very good solutions. I'm not going to tell you to not have a drink every now and then. I myself enjoy a pina colada sometimes, and I definitely have some drinks of choice that I enjoy having socially. But, for me personally, I've never used tobacco or any vape products or any drugs. That's just been a personal choice of mine. I'm not judging if you have or choose to have or have not. That's okay. There is no judgment in that. But what I am saying is just please be smart. I really don't encourage it, but I just want you to be smart and remember that your overall health is impacted by these things. Another one that I'm going to say this too, exercise as often as you can. I'm not saying you need to be exercising every single day, but as often as you can. If you're a mom with 3 little ones at home, sometimes as often as you can is twice a week. Sometimes as often as you can is 10 minutes 2 times a week. If you are, working 3 jobs because you have a lot of bills to pay, maybe right now you can only commit to like 10 minutes stretching maybe every other morning. That's okay too. As often as you can. Get some exercise in. Don't hold yourself to this number and be like, oh, I have to get in 30 minutes. You don't have to. But I want you to get in whatever you can. Maybe that's 10 minutes. Maybe that's 5 minutes and then another 5 minutes later and then another 5 minutes before you go to bed. Just move your body. Exercise as often as you can. Here's another one. Keep your emotions intact. And what I mean by that is become aware of the way you feel. Today at work, we did an exercise where we all practiced communicating our thoughts and feelings. We had some pretend scenarios and we had to talk about some real problems that do actually happen in my building. And we had to come up with some example solutions on what to say. So, for example, if what's one that I can use? For example, if I'm constantly getting, called to go to another room to help with another kid, but this teacher's upset because they feel like I am always going to that kid's rescue or whatever, how can they tell me that they're upset with me? So we used the sentence frames, I feel blank when you blank. I need you to blank. So they could say something along the lines of, like, I feel really frustrated when you're always going to help that kid. I need you to also remember that there's kids in here too that need your help. And maybe you could be taking turns with somebody else so that you're not always leaving my room. I mean, instead of just being like, oh my God, why are you always leaving? I like the other way better. I'm definitely going to respond to the other one. And it was kind of hard to think about in the moment because there is so many times that our emotions take over, but when you keep them in check and you really do think about, yeah, that did make me mad, but we also have to be mature about it, right? We got to be adults. We don't like to be yelled at. We don't like to be cursed at. We like to be talked to, and not in a sassy way, not in a way that we feel, undermined or unappreciated, but just talked about with, like, hey, Julie, I really liked it when you did this and this, and it made me feel really good. Or, hey, Julie, next time I think I would feel better if you said it this way because da 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 da. Communication, guys, is super, super important and it leads to better emotional health. So we got to keep our moods in check, Keep our emotions as stable as possible. I'm not saying you're never allowed to get angry and you're not allowed to be stressed or frustrated. Those are normal emotions and we need to express those emotions. It is 100% okay to get angry, especially if somebody does something that absolutely, crosses all your boundaries or makes you extremely uncomfortable. Yes, please get angry and say what you need to say, but also remember to be respectful and do it in a way that still stands by your values. Keep your emotions in check. Another one, y'all know I recommend this all the time: get enough sleep. I know. I know that sleep is one of the most inconsistent things we've got going on, especially if you are a parent and your kids keep you up at night, or if you have insomnia like I do, or anxiety or depression, or things that just keep you up at night, or you have funky hours and you just can't focus. I get it. I do. But I still want you to try to make this a priority. Sleep is important, especially when you're trying so hard to take care of yourself and to take care of your loved ones. When you sleep, you're resting. You are giving your body that time it needs to refuel and to grow, quite literally. I mean, your muscles grow while they're resting. When you're working out, they're breaking down. And then when you rest, they repair and grow. You need to rest. Your rest is just as important as your growth. And you will not grow if you don't rest. So please do what you can to get the sleep you need. I personally take ZQL. I am not promoting ZQL. I'm not sponsored by ZQL, or, I mean, quite frankly, anything that I've mentioned in this. But I I pretty heavily rely on ZQL. They say it's non-habit forming, but I definitely need my ZQL. But do what you gotta do to get your sleep, guys. I mean, for real, you need your sleep. Another one I'm gonna say, please wear some sunscreen and don't forget to take care of your skin. Skin is your skin. This is all you got, guys, okay? Just like your body, your muscles, everything. We can't be looking at our body in the mirror and being like, oh, I need to change this, I need to change that. No. What you need to do is take care of it. You cannot take it off and say, nope, I don't want it anymore. It's not a shirt that you get to change, or, something that you can return. This is the body you have, and you better take care of it, including your skin. Skincare is vital. Your skin is an organ. You have to be taking care of it. You need to wear your sunscreen. You need to moisturize it. You genuinely need to take care of your skin. And some of you are probably like, geez, she's really on the skin thing, but I'm serious. Your skin could lead to other health problems. I mean, my goodness, you could get skin cancer. You know, one reason I'm really passionate about skin too is I had the worst acne for so long, and it just made me so self-conscious. And I'm not saying that that's the only reason you should take care of it, but the more I started taking care of my skin, the more it was actually time for me to realize just how grateful I am for the body I have. And again, if I don't take care of it, then I can't glow from the inside and out the way that I deserve to be. My skin is quite literally shedding skin cells throughout the day. So it's important to keep it in good condition. And honestly, I have a solid nighttime routine that I use to help prevent acne and treat wrinkles and keep my skin feeling moist, like, moist. I don't really like the word moist, but to keep it hydrated. Let's use that word, to keep it hydrated and to protect my skin from getting skin cancer, to clean it. I mean, you have to, guys. I think a great way to initially start taking care of yourself, if you don't want to start with the food, if you don't want to start with the sleep, if you don't want to start with whatever, implement a skincare routine. You really, really need a skincare routine. And I don't have any products that I'm sponsored by or anything like that, but I do have some favorites. I would be happy to share them with you guys. And I genuinely think you would notice a difference. And it would kickstart your your journey if you start by taking care of your skin. That is something you can see. Again, you won't see any results right away. If you moisturize one night, you're not going to have the best looking skin tomorrow. But those results do come in handy. And when you see how important it is to take care of your skin and you do see those transformations, you'll definitely be more inclined to do it. So just like with working out, just like with eating healthy, it's going to take some time, but your skin needs you. Okay. And let's see, last but not least, the most important one, if not, out of all of them, talk kindly to the person you see in the mirror. Talk kindly to yourself. Like I said, we don't get to return our bodies. We don't get to try a different one on. That's not how this works. When you look in the mirror every day, you need to be saying something to yourself that's kind. And I don't care if at first it's the same few things. Maybe you love your eyes. I'm so thankful that I have brown eyes or blue eyes or green eyes or hazel eyes. I'm so thankful I have them. That's good. But you eventually are going to need to start, well, what else am I thankful for? What am I really proud of? A lot of women in particular are very upset with the fact that they have lower stomach fat, even though that is entirely normal and necessary because of all the organs we have down there. But I get it. It can definitely make us feel uncomfortable too. But we need to start looking in the mirror and being so proud of what we see. Like I said, if you're a mom, you created life. There's a big stigma behind like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. You've got this beautiful belly and the cute baby in your belly. And then it's like you give birth and everyone's like, oh, wow. Like, why is your belly still sticking out? That's a whole other topic. But still, it's not fair. But we get to decide what we let in and what we say. And if everybody else were to criticize you, at the end of the day, you still need to look in the mirror and be your biggest cheerleader. We have a whole episode on that. How to be your biggest cheerleader. That is crucial for overall health. If you are not well, this is going to take us right back to the beginning of the episode. What a great way to end this. If you are not well mentally and emotionally, you will not be well physically. If you are not well, I'm going to say it again. My charger is making all kinds of noises. Guys, there are so many distractions happening right now, and I'm so thankful for you all listening. If you are not well mentally, emotionally, or physically, or spiritually, it doesn't matter. If there is part of that pie chart that is missing, the rest will not fall into place. It will fall with it. Taking care of your health has just kind of become this thing that people have stopped doing. There are people out there, don't get me wrong, who work so damn hard and take care of themselves and have built solid routines and genuinely put in the work. So this episode may not be for those people, but for the people who've been putting it off, for the people who just don't know what to do or don't know where to start, or they're scared of what a doctor might say to them, or they're scared of what would happen if they started, or what other people would say or think about them, or what they might think about themselves. Maybe they're afraid of change. There's a lot of reasons that a lot of people put off taking care of their health. So this episode's for you. You need to start. This is not me being rude or pushy. This is me showing you I care. You need to start today, right now. If it's nighttime and you're listening to this, I want you to think of something you can do before you go to bed that will help you take care of your health. If it's morning, I want you to think of something you can do today to take care of your health. And if it's the afternoon, I want you to think of what you got going on the rest of the day and what can you fit into your day to take care of your health. I want you to go back into some of my other podcast episodes, listen to some of the tools, tips, and tricks we've got for being your biggest cheerleader, for help with nutrition, help with your exercise and your workouts. We've got so many episodes with so many tools that you can use. And I want you to go back to those, and I want you to find ones that help you get started, because it is time. This is your wake-up call to take care of your health. And no matter where you are in your journey, I want you to know I'm here for you. I believe in you, and you got this. You do. All right? So get up and go do something for yourselves. I love you guys.